So after I got the grill assembled, I just tacked the edges here, and then I discovered I needed a wider tab on the top to fasten to the headlight buckets. And so you can see I've welded another tab, and I'll show you a picture of that. I took a still picture, and then I just sanded the weld down. So that's ready to go. I'll show you how so these are tight. Each one of these grooves are really tight. So the way I figured the easiest way to do it, or the best way to do it, is get each slat lined up. Then I take a hammer and a dolly, and I lay the dolly on the outside so I don't scar it up, and I tap on the back. So that's in there nice and solid. I'll stick it back in the car and cut my edges here, fine tune those. And then I'll put my top piece on here. And then I'll weld everything together. Little trick that I've learned, and maybe you guys already know this, but if you got a piece that you're trying to fit between an area that's tight, top and bottom, like the bottom of my grill and my balance, that opening there, the way I get the dimensions is I cut two pieces the same angle for the top and the bottom. Then I mark them, and I'll slide those pieces apart until they touch top and bottom. I'll put a clamp on there. That gives me my exact size and angle on both sides. Works really well. So I went ahead and just put a little tack right there, so the top piece is tacked in. It's solid. And I'll go ahead and start sanding these edges. I marked them like I did the lower grill. One thing that I've learned over the years, maybe I'm not the brightest person, but I used to want to try to just weld everything together. Once I got started, it's just like put the hammer down and finish welding. I've learned that it's probably not the best thing to do, because I tore apart a few pieces. Found out that maybe something wasn't quite square, or I was off on, like in this case, I could have been off on one of these lines, one of the vertical pieces. So this one I tacked to the bottom, got all my slats in there, put it, mounted the grill in the car, and then I lined up the best I could. I lined up each one of the vertical pieces with the lower grill. So when you're standing there facing the car, one's not going this way and one's going this way. They look like they're in a pretty good straight line. Not perfect, but as good as I'm going to be able to get it. So I'll go ahead and sand the edges of this, and then the top piece, I'll tack it in place, and I should be pretty much done with the grill. So as I said, I've never TIG welded aluminum before. Always the first time for everything. So my advice would be, if you want to try to make something like this, just give it a try. Practice a little bit. Don't be afraid to try it just because it's something different. I never do. I just jump into it, and if it doesn't work out, turn it into wall art. That's what I do. Hang it up in the shop on the wall somewhere. It'll be a reminder of what you did wrong on that piece. You know, you can only get better. This stone guard doesn't fit my new angle of my bumper since I tucked it. It really never fit the actual stock grill, so I cut it down the center and welded it, closed it in on the back side. And so now that's the same angle. That's the same angle as my bumper and my grill and front balance. So I'll go ahead and start assembling the front now. So I got the grill in. Now I just marked everything with my 3 popsicle sticks like I did the lower grill. So they're the same. You can see my red marks there. I'll pull the grill out and cut those, sand them down to fit both sides. Both sides are marked and ready to go.